next guest is a man who brought you Kel Nart, he brought you Russell Coight, he brought you Uncle Arthur and so many other hilarious characters. He is comedy royalty. Please welcome to the show, Mr. Glenn Robbins. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming down. How are you, firstly?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you.
The first thing you said to me today, I walked outside and I met you and I said, it's freezing, and you said, I've been surfing.
I have been surfing today, yeah, down the West Coast, yeah.
Are you just impenetrable? My balls disappeared up inside my body just walking in the street today. Wasn't it just ridiculous out there?
The water's not as cold as the air, actually, so it's not too bad. It's pretty good.
Okay.
And, you know, with, a good wetsuit and, you know, with a body like mine, you can get through it.
Steel doesn't get too cold, does it?
That's right, exactly right.
Now, I had to ask you, you do know this is our second episode with
Is it really?
With me as host, this is the second episode.
Hey, you're doing a great job.
Cheers. It's early days, but the wheels could still fall off. But I had my first time getting recognised during the week. It was
did you?
Yeah, it was the day after the show, and someone said, Tommy. And I said, yeah. And they said, you're the new host of Studio A. And I said, yeah, that's great. Thanks so much. I came this week, he was a member of the crew. But you're one of the most recognisable faces on TV. You must get that all the time.
I do. Yeah, I either get it a lot or not at all, and it's depending on where I am and what's happening. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it can be a little embarrassing. Sometimes I say the wrong thing. We were shooting Kath and Kim up in Queensland, and I went into a. Don't take this the wrong way. They had a spa after the shoot, and I went and had a bit of a spa, and I went into the sauna. Now, I was in the nude, okay? Now, it was all male, so it was okay, all right? So I'm in the sauna.
Yep.
You with me?
I love that's the definition of okay, though.
No.
It was all guys, so therefore it's fine.
No, well, it's just that people think weird that you're in a sauna in the nude. It was a male sauna, and I was in the nude, which I think is fine, okay?
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Were you the only one nude?
No, there was another guy in there, right? Okay. and it was dark, and we got to chatting. And he said, why are you at the resort? And I said, we're filming Kath and Kim. And he goes, I haven't got television, I haven't really seen it, blah, blah, blah. So that's fine. Anyway, so we're in the sauna for a while. He goes to get out. I go out at the same time. We step out into the light. And he said, now I recognise you. And I said, that's funny because most people recognise my face. Why did I say that? What? And he didn't laugh. There was that moment where I've gone for it, he didn't laugh. He's inferring some sort of, do you want to see Russell Coit's cock? And it didn't go down well. So look, it doesn't always work out.
What an ass, though. Just because you're already in a vulnerable state. Putting a joke out there and having it bomb is not great the rest of the time. But when you're naked...
And when you're naked, exactly.
That's horrible.
I hate it.
That's why I do no stand-up gigs naked.
I do a joke about that in my stand-up. I talk about... Because I was on a plane once, and when you do a joke for someone that you don't know, and and it's what I call a free joke. And it's like, something's happened, you throw a little joke out there, and you get no response. I was on a plane, and I looked out, and there were some birds out on the tarmac, right? And I said to the guy sitting next to me, who I didn't know, I said, that's interesting. I didn't realise that they had to take off from here as well. And gave me nothing. He didn't even laugh. It's like, mate, come on, it's a free joke.
Yeah, I know.
You won't get that in your headset, I'm thinking, and then I went to the butcher shop. I said to the butcher, I'll have...
I thought you were going to say the same joke. I went into the butcher shop and saw a bird out the window and said, they have to take off from here as well. No. Oh, right.
No, here's one for the butcher shop is I'll have 2 sides of beef, please. And then he says, you're having big barbecue. And I said, no, I'm actually putting a cow back together. Because...
Funny.
That's funny. Because I don't know about you, but when I go to the butcher shop, I actually look at all the meat and I kind of reassemble it. I go, if I had put that over there and that over there, you can...
And do you mix it up in your mind? You go, what if then I put that head on that?
Yeah, ridiculous. And I giggle to myself, and then everybody thinks I'm a bit weird. But anyway, there you go.
And that's good gear too, because that stuff, those jokes that you put out in passing conversation, if that was me, I'd smash whatever bottle in my hand and I'd go, I'm done for the day.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. My work here is done.
Yeah. Now, you went to drama school?
Yeah, just up the road here, Melbourne State College, yeah.
Right. I also... I studied a bit of dramatic arts myself.
Did you?
I did, but then I discovered I'm no good, and when you're an actor that can't act, comedy is pretty much the only thing you've got left. But it took me... My first role on TV was a job in an extra in a TAC commercial where a bloke bumped past me and I went, Nailed it, right?
Did you like rehearse the night before? Hey, what are you? Hey,
Yeah, I was even just walking down the street, just nudging everyone.
Yeah,
I go, come on. Do you remember like your first kind of roles in?
There was a couple. I did a lot of extra work, and I did. I remember the first dialogue I had was really embarrassing because it was a show. It was a pilot for a hospital series,
Yeah.
and my agent rang me, and they used to, in those days they used to say, "Oh, you've got a 50-worder," which meant that you had somewhere between 0 and 50 words, which was pretty good. And they said, "Oh, you're a patient at the hospital." I'm going, "Oh, fantastic!" And what's my role? And my role was there was someone who was going to the hospital because they'd put a pot on their head. I'm serious, and they couldn't get the pot off. And I said to my agent, "Do I actually say anything without the pot on my head? Do they ever see my face?" No, they don't. So it was only a pilot, but my first dialogue actually was with a pot on my head. Yeah.
Did you practice with the pot on your head?
Yes, I did. I think I did.
You should have got old Diva on them and demanded a stunt double.
No, I was really excited because I had to go and have a pot fitting. I thought I've really arrived. It's a special getting the pot because because I could get it up in a special way and stuff on set.
Were you sending your friends messages as well? Just going for a pot fitting today? What's that? Don't worry, drama talk. You wouldn't get it. Wouldn't get it. It's fine.
I've still got the pot actually.
Now, do you really? You don't?
No, I don't know.
So gullible, just so gullible. Now, you've recently toured as well doing stand-up with Mick Malloy and Jeff Stilson, an American comic.
Yeah. Now, Jeff lives here in Australia now,
Yep.
and he's been doing stand-up for a long time. He's done like 10... Did you hear about him doing Letterman?
Yeah, I actually saw the clip.
Well, what happened was that Mick and I do a lot of publicity for the tour, and he doesn't get asked to do that much. And he said, "Look, guys, I've organised some publicity for our Adelaide season." We said, "Oh, great, what are you going to do?" He said, "I'm going to do Letterman." So he went on Letterman to promote our Adelaide season.
How good is that?
And Letterman said, "And you can see this next guy in Adelaide, if you're there for business or pleasure, get along and sit." And Letterman goes, and wait for this, with comic legends Glenn Robbins and Mick Malloy. So,
But were they the American crowd that would have just gone, whoop, yeah!
Yeah, there was a bit of that. There was a bit
Yes!
Who? What's that? Yeah.
I don't even know what we're yelling about. Hey, I have to ask you one very quick question.
Yeah.
As you know, Julia Gillard is the PM this week. Do you think she at all resembles Kath from Kath and Kim?
A few people have said that, actually.
Yeah? Bang on.
Yeah. No, she, she does, actually. So,
Your pseudo-wife is now the PM.
yeah. Well, I think, we should bring Kel out and...
First man.
Yeah.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah, a little bit of action happening there. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Glenn Robbins.
Thank you very much.